This is an Athens travel brochure by Rina. Athens is located in the southeast of Greece. Here are some information about Greece. Firstly, our cultural activities. In Athens, you can enjoy various cultural activities such as Greek drama, music, and arts. For drama, you can go to the theater of Dionysia. The festival is held every twice a year for 10 days. During this festival, you can watch tragedies, comedies, and short satire in between plays. The theater is so big that actors wear exaggerated masks and costumes. This festival is held in honor of god Dionysus, god of wine and fertility. Learn more about Greek music by going there and playing them. Instruments such as lyra, pharynx, cithara, panduris, and barbitos. These instruments are all stringed attached, and there are more instruments. Get your chance to see many of Greek instruments. You can also enjoy Greek arts such as pottery and sculptures. There are unique designs for pottery, designs which are abstract from their daily life, but there are some designs which depict their daily life. Pottery also have different shapes depending on their functions. Get the opportunity to see the famous sculptures of Athens, which were often sculptures of their gods. One of the famous sculptures is the Discobulus, discus thrower by Myron, which is showing the freedom of movement. Myron is also one of the very famous sculptors. There are more sculptures which you can go take a look at in Athens. You can also look at their fine jewelry, things such as necklaces, bracelets, and piercings. For recreation, women enjoyed things such as juggling. People in Athens enjoyed playing games which required less physical activity. You can also enjoy checkers at Athens, which is very similar to checkers we play. You can also enjoy playing with marbles, dice, and knucklebones. For athletics and sports, go watch the Olympics at Olympia, which is held every 4 years for 5 days, in honor of god Zeus. At the Olympics, you can watch foot races, hoplite races, pentathlon, wrestling, boxing, and pancration. You will see the winners of the Olympics being crowned with wreaths. Athenian men often spend their time at the gymnasiums practicing sports in their free time. Go get to experience Athenian gymnasiums. For architecture and famous sites, get your opportunity to see the biggest and most beautiful temple at Athens, Parthenon, which is located at Acropolis. In Parthenon, you will be able to see the sculptures of the famous sculptor Phidias. There are a lot of temples, not just Parthenon, because Athenian people are all religious, so they go to temples to worship gods. You will also be able to see great statues at temples. Since Athens is near the ocean, you might be able to find beautiful beaches and some big ships because Athenians were great at building ships. For accommodation, experience the daily life of Athenian people within an Athenian family. You will have an opportunity to homestay at an Athenian family's house. You will get to see how they worship gods in everyday life. You will also have an opportunity to eat home meal of Athens. Slaves will do all housework, so you don't need to worry about it, and they will make meals for you. For transportation, there will be a cart with horses to go around and watch the famous sights of Athens. There will also be ships for transportation if it's necessary, and if you also want to look at the beautiful ocean. You can also travel by walking around Athens. Enjoy food at Athens. For breakfast, right after you watch the beautiful sunrise, there will be bread dipped in wine, and also for lunch, with olives, figs, cheese, and dried fish. Greeks are famous for olives, so you should try them. At Athens, the main meal is supper. There will be vegetables, fruits, fish, and dessert, which is something like honey cake, while the sunset. Main meal is often fish, because Athens is near the ocean, which makes them easier to get fish. You can also enjoy beef, but in a little expensive price. Lastly, for travel alerts, there are a few alerts to safely trip around Athens. If you're not religious, still respect gods of Athens because Athenians are all religious. Married women are not allowed to watch the Olympics. Now you know more about Athens. Have a nice trip to Athens.